Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Green. Over Williams. And it's Green, missing. Here's Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. That's good, and SGA with the assists.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
On the wing, Booker. Shoots over Dort. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, this is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
Inside.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And the dunk by Booker.
And he just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Williams with the steal. And here we go. Booker heading to the hoop. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Good on the shot.
Well, I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but he drained it.
Holmgren outside. SGA on the wing. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
Here's Booker. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Holmgren with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. The Suns shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Stolen. Booker outside. Shoots over Dort. Booker, good. Booker's got 6.
And that's that in-between distance for some guys. Booker showing how comfortable he is from the mid-range.
And it's good for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Holmgren. And he overshot that one, missing. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Williams. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
So both teams making some changes here. Brooks outside. Suns moving the ball around. It's stolen by SGA. There's the drive. And slam dunk by SGA.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire. Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. And Williams is right there. Williams has got his second bucket.
Well, that was just great timing and playing with a high motor.
Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams with the ball. Now Green defending. Williams gets the bucket.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Booker. Back to Brooks. And the dunk by Brooks.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Oklahoma City out in front. Up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Oklahoma City leading by 6. The drive by Mitchell. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Wiggins outside. Good. And the assist goes to Mitchell. Wiggins has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The tray. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Pass to Wallace. Back to Mitchell. Now Williams. Out left to the wing. To the paint. And it's Williams finishing it off.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. It's hauled in by Gillespie. Suns trail by 14. Booker in the corner. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mitchell outside. Outside Williams. Back to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now the Thunder with it. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Brooks. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Thunder leading by 18. He gets that one. Holmgren's got 8 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Brooks down low. To end the drought. Shoots over Dort. That one off the back iron and out. Here's SGA. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
On a dime, Shea got right where he wanted for that shot. A little artistry in the painted area, converting a decent size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Brooks. Makes it off the glass. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
It's Brooks on the wing. That's a good one. Here's Fleming. Three-pointer. Dort grabs the miss. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes that one. 10 points for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And so it's Oklahoma City cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Oklahoma City leading by 22. For the three. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Yeah, this is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Brooks misses.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And here is Brooks. He's got 6. The Suns need to get a shot off, and that one is good.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Pass to Highsmith. Holmgren with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren outside. Over in the corner, Dort. Back to Williams. Clock at 4. Misses the 3. And it's the Suns' ball. Brooks outside. No good with the triple. Here's Dort. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's the Suns with the ball. Brooks outside. Iguodala, no good. And here are the Thunder now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the left wing. Here's Fleming. Brooks down low. There's the triple. Up again. Goes back up. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Thunder making a change here. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. The wide open look here for Caruso. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. With 3, Booker buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 9.
In textbook, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal. That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Back to Green. Booker outside. 5 to shoot. The Thunder pull it in. To the inside. Hartenstein. Oh, he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Booker, no good. Jacks up a 3. Drops in the tray.
Well, when he's able to find a shot he likes, Caruso can be pretty effective from range.
And that one drops. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And here are the Suns now. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. That one goes in. 13 points in the game.
And showing off a little with the handles there. Man, is Booker fun to watch.
Here's the Suns with the ball. Caruso grabs the miss. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a massive lead of 30. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. To the middle, here's Booker. Shoots from 14. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And we see this so often from Booker because he has the green light to take any shot he wants.
Pass to Hartenstein. On the wing, Mitchell. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Booker, no good. Here's Oklahoma City. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Thunder.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Booker with it. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. Booker outside. Lots of room. Again, the miss by Booker. Here's Dort. From outside, off the mark. And it's Phoenix's ball. And he commits the intentional foul. That'll be a 5-second call. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
High post shot. Tries again. Through the net again. He's done that 10 times tonight, and he's only needed 11 shots to get there.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
To the paint, 13 feet away. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Again, the miss by Booker.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point land.
Here's the Suns with the ball. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Gillespie. Booker, right side. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points here in the second half. On the wing, Booker. And the rejection by Holmgren.
An outstanding shot blocker. It's not just about Holmgren's length. It's about his positioning as well.
SGA, good.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Pass to Gillespie. And here's Booker from the arc. And they'll get another chance. Looking to end the run. Williams with the defensive effort.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And it's the Suns with the ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Thunder.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Pass to Gillespie. Over Hartenstein. That's tipped. Holmgren with the steal. Here's SGA. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33 points.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here was Stan Van Gundy.
We've got the San Antonio Spurs facing the Charlotte Hornets. So glad to have you on board for some hoops. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Pass to Knipple. Back to ball. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Miller on the wing. Now here's Bridges. And here's Ball. He's covered by Fox. 5 on the clock. It's Miller with a drive. Rebound San Antonio. Fox right side.
Oh, wow! Incredible! And a powerful slam by Fox. Even at 6'3", he can still really get up.
Back to Ball. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Drains the triple.
Miles Bridges getting more and more audacious from the three-point line. We see you, sir.
Out to Fox. Fires the three. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Miller. Back to Ball. Pass to Knipple. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fox.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
Castle outside. And it's off from three-point range. Fast break. Here come the Hornets. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
Pass to Vassell. Outside for Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Now Ball. Over to the wing. Out left to the wing. Here's Diabate. Covered by Wembanyama. Back to Bridges. And he dunks it down.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. No good on the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The kick out to Ball. This one for three. Victor Wembanyama grabs a board. San Antonio trailing here. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Right side White. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Now here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
Knipple, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Vassell outside. Nice move. Takes it inside. Rips it home off a terrific move.
And he's really got some speed. Vassell saw the hole and took off.
The kick out to White. Pass to Ball. And there's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Diabate. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
From deep, Johnson missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. And Ball throws it down.
This is how you finish in transition. LaMelo Ball being rewarded for the hustle.
Pass to Bryant. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Ball. Back to Williams. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
Oh, wow!
Oh, Dylan Harper, ready for prime time.
Pulls it in from the elbow. Ball outside. From downtown, Williams knocks down the three. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Here's Bryant. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Timeout.
And the Spurs lead by 1. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Spurs making a switch here. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Miller outside. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Back to Bridges. Boom! He jams it straight down.
One thing we know about Miles Bridges, he is willing to put his body on the line. Tremendous focus to get his shot opportunity there.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
San Antonio with a rebound. Pass to Castle. And here's Fox. Now Cornette. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Fox. Going inside.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
And here's Knipple from the arc. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
The ideal pass for that situation. Great instincts.
Outside Barnes. Nice move. The rebound by Bridges. Here's Charlotte. Miller with it. Castle covering. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It goes on Stephon Castle. Charlotte shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. That's good for Miller.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Back to Vassell. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. Hornets leading by 3. Pass to Ball. There's the 3.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Here's Fox. He's got 9. Here's Champagnie. Outside Wembanyama. Stripped it away. And 1:01 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And San Antonio making a change here. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
This can be a simple game. Get the ball to Wemby, let him score.
And here's Ball. Six to shoot. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. Pass to Williams. 4-3. No good on the shot. And so it's Charlotte closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Fox left side. Pass to Castle. Fires from deep. Knocks down the long J. Castle's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
And the basket by Bridges.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Victor was right to get aggressive inside, and he earned the foul call.
It's his first trip to the line. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
So critical that your big men be able to shoot free throws at a high rate.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Back to Fox. Outside Wembanyama. Castle for 3. Fires in the triple. Castle's got 6 in the quarter.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
The kick out to White. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Bridges misses. Spurs trail by 4. Out to the right wing. And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul of the game. Pass to Wembanyama. Oh, it's stolen. Outside White. Back to Ball. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And Charles Lee wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. The Spurs making a switch here. Pass to Diabate. Shot clock at 5. And here's Knipple from the arc. Buries it from 3. Knipple's got 6 points.
Yeah, consistency beyond the arc was a big selling point for Knipple. I mean, he's got really impressive accuracy.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Fires it from 18. Again, Charlotte.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
To end the run. Fox gets it to go inside.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Miller outside. It's Bridges on the wing. 16 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Ball with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Bridges. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Fox. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Pass to Knipple. Back to Bridges. The kick out to Ball. Back to Bridges. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And Charlotte making a change here. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Bryant. Here's Wembanyama. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Ball makes his way inside.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Here's Harper. Pass to Champagny. Here's Wembanyama. There's the block. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. 52 seconds left in the third quarter.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Outside for Green. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Pass to Miller. Back to Ball. Stolen by Bryant. Back come the Spurs in transition.
Just showcasing his athleticism on that jam. Harper loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ball outside. Miller on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Miller's got 7 now in this quarter. He takes it in. And that one drops for him.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Hornets up 6. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Charlotte leading by 6. Ball looks over the floor. It's Bridges on the wing. Off target with the 3. On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, excellent work in transition from Fox, pushing the pace and supporting the fast break.
Here's Ball. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And Fox powers it home.
Lift off there for Fox, showing how high up he can get.
This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Spurs. Spurs trail by 4. Castle goes in. The rebound by Bridges. Now here's Miller. Ball left side. Screen by Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Hornets lead by 7.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Nice shot by Wembanyama.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And here's Knipple from the arc. The putback. Clanks the putback jam. Now Fox. Yes! Using that window.
Yeah, and this is the kind of impact Wemby makes offensively because he can score in just so many ways.
Now Miller. Ball fires. Can't get the three. Now Fox. Up top, Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Wembanyama, high post. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Ball. Here's Knipple. 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Whew, the superb athleticism of Miles Bridges just creates so many challenges for the defense, particularly when he gets inside.
A different look for San Antonio.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Great intensity from Harper, ready to get into overdrive when that's what they need.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 11. And there's the drive. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
Well, the young sir, Brandon Miller, in a big moment. I got you, folks.
Cornet up top. Here's Harper. Cornet at the post. Lays it in easily.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Ball. Ball with the athletic finish.
LaMelo Ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation. This guy unafraid of big shots.
And that one falls for Ball.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Outside Fox. Here's Castle. Wembanyama. Oh, ripped away. Miller. Oh, he jammed it.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Stolen by Miller. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Ball. Just 5 on the clock. There's the steal. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's Vassell penetrating. Book it! And so it's Charlotte winning this one. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And, B.A., they showed their